Okay, so have you ever felt like you're drowning in to-dos, like always putting out fires? Like maybe you start to wonder if you're really meant for all this craziness?
Yeah, like you're getting over your head.
Right, and that feeling stuck.
Ugh, I know it.
Well, that's exactly why we're diving into Elevate, Master the Balance of Entrepreneurship and Personal Growth today.
Great book.
It is, and it's by Juan Llerena.
One. Yeah.
It's all about how to handle those crazy situations, those insecurities that creep up and feeling stuck in your business or career.
Yeah, those are real for everyone, huh?
Absolutely. So we're going to dig into Elevate to see what kind of tools and insight it offers to help us break through.
I think what's so cool about this book is that it speaks to everyone, right? It's available in English and Spanish.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, you can find it as Elevate, Lecciones para lograr el equilibrio entre emprendimiento y el crecimiento personal in Spanish.
So anyone can really jump in.
Exactly. And you've got options too. Paperback, Kindle, you name it. It's on Amazon.
Perfect for those late night reading sessions.
Oh yeah, and for anyone leading teams or organizations out there thinking, hey, this could really help my people, there are bulk discounts if you order 30 or more copies.
Okay, that's great for companies.
Absolutely. Just reach out to Juan at jlbmedia.com for the details.
And speaking of accessibility, the Kindle version is only $9.99.
That's a steal. And for those who like the feel of a physical book, the paperback is $19.99.
All right, so let's get into what makes this book stand out, because it's not just about reading stories, it's about you, too.
Right. Elevate has these interactive journaling sections in each chapter.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's designed to get you thinking, reflecting on your own experiences, your challenges, how you've grown.
Because it's one thing to read something and think, yeah, that makes sense.
Totally.
But it's a whole other level to actually apply it to your life,
Exactly. And that's where these prompts come in.
They make you think, okay, how does this actually work for me?
Right. They take you from just reading to actually doing something with the information, taking action.
I like that. So walk me through the structure of the book.
So it's set up like the journey of an entrepreneur, starting with the early struggles, which, let's be honest, we all go through.
Oh, for sure.
It talks about embracing failure, networking, being adaptable, that work-life balance everyone's chasing, and mentors.
It acknowledges that those early days is rarely a walk in the park, right?
Absolutely. And the way it talks about embracing failure is interesting. It's not just about learning from mistake.
What is it then?
It's about seeing failure as like data points. You're experimenting and sometimes things don't work, and that's okay.
So it's about learning from what didn't work.
Exactly. It's about using those setbacks to improve, to iterate, to figure out what to do differently next time.
That's a really cool way to look at it.
Right. And then part 2 dives into overcoming doubts and fears, which, let's face it, everyone deals with those.
Ugh, all the time.
Right. Financial uncertainty, competition, legal stuff, building a team, stress, you name it.
Those are the things that keep you up at night.
They are. And the book tries to give you real practical advice, not just theory, to face these anxieties head on.
So it's about recognizing those feelings, but then giving you the tools to move through them.
Precisely.
So after we've tackled those early struggles and fears, where do we go next?
Well, hopefully things are starting to take off and we're moving into growth and scaling, which is part 3.
Okay, so now the business is growing, but new challenges pop up.
For sure. It talks about expanding your market, staying innovative, using technology the right way, securing investments, and keeping your quality high as you grow.
Because as you grow, things get more complex.
Totally. And this is where all those lessons from the earlier parts come in handy.
So it all ties together.
You can't really scale if you haven't learned to adapt from those early struggles or overcome those doubts.
So each part builds upon the last.
Exactly. It's a constant cycle of learning and refining.
That makes sense. And finally, we reach part 4, which is all about personal development.
This is where it gets really personal, focusing on you as the leader.
So it's not just about the business.
Right. It's about developing those leadership skills, building resilience, because you need that.
Oh, yeah, you need a thick skin.
You do. Then it tackles imposter syndrome, which so many people experience.
That feeling like you're not good enough.
Exactly. And it talks about embracing change and giving back.
Because at the end of the day, it's not just about what you achieve, but also who you become along the way.
You got it. And what I really appreciate is that each chapter has a similar structure.
Oh, tell me about it.
It starts with a story to illustrate the concept, then breaks it down, analyzes it, gives you those journaling prompts, and finally, actionable steps you can take.
So it's really hands-on and practical.
Absolutely. It's not just theory. It gives you a framework to apply what you're learning immediately.
I like that. So what have people been saying about Elevate?
Well, we've heard some great things.
Like what?
Olivia Body, CEO of Prosperity Link, said it's a great read for aspiring and growing entrepreneurs who are looking for an easy-to-comprehend guide.
That's awesome.
She also called the ideas refreshing and crucial for personal and professional growth.
Sounds like it's resonating with people.
Definitely. And Harry Miller, a mentor at Score Twin Cities, pointed out the importance of the journaling aspect.
So he liked that interactive element.
He did. He called it a place for reflection, renewal, and thoughtfulness about the entrepreneurial journey.
That's powerful.
And he said it helps you reflect and act on the key elements every entrepreneur is faced with.
So you're not just thinking about it, but also taking action.
Exactly. Then there's Barbara Wolf from the city of Bloomington. She called it a transformative gem and praised its relatable stories.
I bet those stories make it more engaging.
They do. She also highlighted the importance of balancing the hustle of building a business with the essential need for personal growth and self-care.
And that's a struggle for so many people, finding that balance.
It is. And finally, Fabio Tenorio from the Latina Chamber of Commerce of Minnesota called it an insightful and candid exploration of the entrepreneurial journey.
So it doesn't sugarcoat things.
Not at all. He said it reveals both the allure and the often overlooked challenges faced by startup founders.
I think that honesty is important.
Absolutely. Now, to really show you how this book works, let's look at Chapter 1, Embracing Failure.
Ah, failure, the dreaded F word.
Right. It's something that can cause a lot of stress and insecurity, but the book tackles it head on.
Okay, so what's the main message?
It's that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's actually part of the process.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
It is. And true to the book's style, even in Chapter 1, you'll find prompts and actionable steps to change how you view setbacks.
So it's about shifting your perspective.
Exactly. Embracing failure isn't about celebrating mistakes, but about learning from them.
Okay, so it's about extracting valuable lessons.
Precisely. The book guides you to reflect on your past failures, not to dwell on them, but to see how they've shaped you.
And then to use those lessons moving forward.
Right, to approach future challenges with more resilience and a willingness to learn.
That's powerful. So if you're listening and feeling the weight of past disappointments, or you're scared to take risks because you might fail, Elevate addresses that right from the beginning.
It gives you a practical way to start changing your mindset.
And that's just the start. The book then explores all the other important aspects of entrepreneurship and personal development, always with that blend of stories, insights, reflection, and action.
It's a really well-rounded approach.
It feels like it's made for people who are actively building and leading, the doers.
Absolutely. It recognizes the courage, resilience, and effort that goes into this journey.
And there's something else to look out for. Golden nuggets.
Those are little gems of wisdom scattered throughout the book, key takeaways that can really make you think.
So it's like those aha moments.
Exactly. They're the kind of insights that stick with you and can guide you long after you've finished reading.
Ultimately, Elevate is about helping you overcome obstacles, break free from feeling stuck, and reach your goals.
And it's available in both English and Spanish, so it's accessible to a wide audience.
And what's really inspiring is that the author, Juan Llerena, self-funded this project.
That shows how much he believes in this message.
It does, and while the stories feel incredibly real, they're actually fictionalized.
He did that to protect people's privacy while still sharing authentic lessons.
So you get the realness without compromising anyone's confidentiality.
Exactly. So if you're feeling stressed, insecure, or stuck, Elevate is definitely worth checking out.
And remember, if you want to share this with your team, there are bulk discounts available. Just contact Juan at JLBmedia.com.
It's a great way to invest in your team's growth.
It could even be a thoughtful gift, especially as we approach the end of the year and think about new beginnings.
It's a gift that keeps on giving. And you could even get a sneak peek of the first chapter on the book's webpage.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It is. And I think one of the key themes running through Elevate is the importance of emotional intelligence. Understanding your own emotions and those of others.
That's so important, especially in business.
It is. The book emphasizes that these qualities are just as crucial as business skills for success and balance.
It's about the whole package.
Exactly. And for our Spanish-speaking listeners, the Spanish version, Elevate, Lecciones para lograr el equilibrio, emprendimiento y el crecimiento personal, is available on Amazon.
Fantastic. And Juan is also available for speaking engagements.
If you're looking for a speaker to inspire and guide your team, he's your guy.
So for any questions about the book or speaking engagements, you can call +612 730-9520 or email Juan at jlbmedia.com.
You can connect directly with him.
And while the book launch event at Strive Bookstore in downtown Minneapolis was back on November 15th, 2024, it shows how engaged Juan is with the entrepreneurial community.
He's out there, connecting with people, sharing his insights.
So here's our call to action. If anything we've talked about resonates with you, if you're feeling those challenges, take action now.
Don't wait.
Go to Amazon and grab your copy of Elevate or reach out to Juan directly.
Start your journey towards finding that balance between entrepreneurship and personal growth.
It's an investment in yourself and your future.
It is. And here's a final thought. Think about how embracing failure, like the book talks about, could change how you view challenges.
That's something to really ponder.
It is. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Until next time.